I'm Jamie Sommerville. I'm the music director of the Hamilton Philharmonic. I grew up in Toronto. My whole musical education happened in Canada. The things that I heard most of as a child were things like Gordon Lightfoot, Joni Mitchell, Neil Diamond, you know, the kind of things that people's parents listened to. I played in band, but I also played in jazz bands and rock bands. Basically, I was kind of a glutton for music. If you're listening to great music, and whether that's great music from the 14th century, whether it's great music that somebody wrote last week, whether it's great music in a bar downtown or great music in the Philharmonie in Vienna, it doesn't matter, because all of great music has so many levels of beauty to it that you, as long as you're open to the experience and as long as your ears and your mind and your heart are open to it, you can find something of what the composer put in there. One thing that I get asked often is to compare what it's like to perform as a French horn player and to perform as a conductor, because I now have done a lot of both at a professional level. And it's an interesting thing, especially because you're addressing the same pieces of music from two radically different perspectives. The intensity of the focus that one needs on stage as a French horn player is greater. It's much more narrow and bright, the kind of focus that you need. Because the French horn is not an easy instrument, it's a bit of a precarious instrument, and you really need to have mind and body completely in the right shape to do the job that's going to be demanded of you. Being a conductor, you need to leave room for the inspiration of the moment, you know, just something that just seems like it has to happen because it's that night, it's that audience, it's those performers. So there's an element of fantasy that there always needs to be room for. And of course, the musicians themselves, they're creative people. You can't think it's going to be exactly the same every night. So you also need to be awake to all the possibilities, all the 100 possibilities that can come from the musicians to you. And you need to be able to process it and help the other musicians react to that as well. At any given moment, we're just blowing through one long tube, one long flared tube. When you push these valves down, it instantaneously either lengthens or shortens it. And it's a contraption that was invented around 1815. It looks a lot fancier than it is. It's really just a great big long piece of plumbing with a round thing at one end that you purse your lips and buzz into.